again, YouTube. I just want to show you all this 2000 Ford Mustang with 98,000 miles. This one is the V6 model, unfortunately. Ugh. But it caught my attention because the mileage is quite low for its year and it's in excellent shape. Most Mustangs of this generation are in awful shape. This body style ran from 99 through 2004. Ford came out with this generation because they had to add some more aggression to the car's looks. The generation before that just looked a little bit too feminine. Definitely it became much more aggressive with this body style. Notice in back, the car has its spoiler, the single exhaust tip. The V8 models with the 4.6 liter engine have dual exhaust. Step up to the SVT Cobra and you would get the Intech V8. That's the 32 valve motor. So yeah, V8 models are definitely the way to go. Mustang enthusiasts aren't too fond of the 3.8 liter V6 that this has. This pony rides on 205 65/15s, rear disc brakes fortunately. And notice how the interior is just about perfect, with its leather also in great condition. The door panel, everything is just cushiony, soft to the touch. It does go down to the plasticky stuff down here. Power windows, door locks, and the power mirrors. And don't be fooled, this seat is actually powered. The adjustment is in the front. It seems a bit clumsy, but it's actually quite clever because there's not enough room here. Yeah, you can have all the thigh support that you want. Let me just get the seat adjusted to how I prefer. Ooh, this thing really tilts upwards and really sinks back too. You have this little pathetic bar here to adjust the backrest. It's a total afterthought. Alright, traditional Ford key fob design here. Lock, unlock, panic, and dislodge the trunk. Let me do so. You heard it. Yeah, this car is in such clean shape, and that is the exact reason why I wanted to show you this car. Other than that, I probably wouldn't have bothered unless it were the V8. Anyways, show you throughout this car, and everything is just perfect, as you can see. The seats are quite comfortable, especially the driver's seat as it's powered. The passenger side isn't that fortunate. It's manual mechanisms right there, and the lower section positioned very flat. The backrest does hug your back somewhat. There's lots of legroom and lots of thigh support. You can see how I am just elevated up in the air over here, so that's quite good. And in terms of interior qualities, it was a hit or miss in some areas. It's not that bad, actually. The entire dashboard is a hard vinyl. It is soft to the touch. Airbag cover is on the hollow side. Again, let me stress that this interior design first debuted in the 94 model Mustang. So from 94 all the way to 2004, this ran for 10 years. And I'm sorry about that chime. That will continue ringing as I don't have my seatbelt on. The climate control, the radio with its cassette. This radio design came out in 93. CD player down below. Little power outlet. It wasn't really much of a smoker. The previous owner may have used this once or twice. You have the 4-speed automatic. Fortunately, it's the 4R70W gearbox. It is a tough gearbox, at least, but the gearing is just so tall. Everything here, all a plastic finish, except for this section, which is part of the dashboard. Dual cup holders, coin holder, the e-brake. You really have to apply some muscle to bring it up. Another power outlet, the center console, very creaky, and you have some storage right there. Top section is padded. The steering wheel, it's nicely thick, it's not leather wrapped. You have your cruise control, tilts, it does not telescope. Intermittent speed wipers right there. Headlamps, the panel dim function works as you twist the knob. Rear defogger. It's funny, I've seen this rear defogger button in the 1990 Lincoln Town Car. Headliner is just cushiony. You have your map lights, sun visors, only with a mirror, no vanity light. It is very cushiony at least. Same deal on the driver's side. Glove boxes over here, it's tiny. I was just about ready to say average sized. To dislodge the trunk, you have the button right there. Quite inconvenient because you have to open the glove box to do that. I'll show you the trunk. You can see the brake light is a little bit caked from all the sun that went onto it. You may be able to save it, giving it a little bit of a mild sanding and a polish. But yeah, the trunk is more than just a grocery holder. It's actually quite large. It's just very shallow. That's the thing over here. You have the spare tire down below, little donuts. The trunk axis actually isn't too bad, and you have the struts to the side, so you won't have any hinges to worry about. And notice that the backrests also fold. I'm not sure if it's accessible in the front, but let me at least just open it from back here. Just pull the strap and tumble away. So I mean, this car does pack some utility to it. The back seat is comfortable itself. It's very cushiony, but legroom won't be that good. Just notice on the driver's side. Let me get this backrest back up again. There's no center armrest, but there's no room for it. Oh yeah, you do have the straps here to pull down the backrest, so you don't necessarily have to do it into the trunk. Armrest is a hard touch plastic, very grainy, but you do have the capability of bringing 2 extra bodies in the back seat if you need to. 3.8 liter overhead valve V6. It's called the SX engine. It's been used in the Windstar F-150 and even the Fox body Mustang back in the early 80s, but this engine has a rather long history. For quite a few years, it suffered from head gasket issues, especially the 4.2 liter version used in the F-150. It's not a refined engine at all, truck engine at heart. Another thing to note is that it's not fuel efficient either. Let's give it a few revs. Very loud engine, but also you have a loud exhaust note to really complement it at least. And again, the rev limit, the 4K rev limit. It's not a well-balanced engine either. I could really feel the vibrations of the engine traveling throughout the body of the car. But traditionally, when I sit inside a Mustang, I'd rather listen to the sound of a V8. Yeah, in 2005 we had an all-new redesign of the Mustang. It brought retro looks, which carried over into the present 2013 model Mustang. Hopefully in 2015 we're going to see an all-new Mustang with a modern independent rear suspension setup, so that'll be something to look forward to. So YouTube, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tour.